Alright Yinzers, what's up? Gonna do a quick video. I got a few requests on how to take apart the SKS, and I already cleaned it and put it back together and didn't make a video, and I should have. So I'm just gonna try to show you guys as fast as I can to take this apart and put it back together. So the first things first, we're gonna make sure it's empty, which it is. Nothing in the chamber, nothing in the mag. So that's the most important thing right there. So I'm gonna put the bolt forward. Alright, and then what we're going to do is there's a lever right here on the receiver cover, dust cover, whatever you want to call it. So you pull this up like that, put your hand over that, and just wiggle this out. Once that pops out like that, your receiver cover is going to come off. It's going to go right there. The spring is going to come out. That's going to go right there. And then your bolt carrier and your bolt are going to come out. Alright? They come in two different parts. There's your bolt carrier and your bolt. Okay? And then what you want to do is you're going to want to take off the gas tube. So I'll move this down some. We're just going to lock this up for now. There's a lever right here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but what I'll do is I'll throw a light on it. Right there's a lever. Okay? So we want to move that lever up. Now on some SKS's, there's a little nipple on there or something you can grab, but on this one you can't, because this is a Type 56 Norinco. So I'm just going to use a little screwdriver just to start it, just a wee little bit. I really hate using metal on metal because it sucks, but what are you going to do? So you're going to move that up some, just enough to where this is going to clear, and this is going to come right off. So you're just going to wiggle that off. Okay. And then there goes your piston, alright, and your gas tube. So that's that. And what you're going to want to do also is when you get to this part here with this lever, you want to put your thumb over here because there's another piston and spring in there. So you just want to put that forward. You hear it pop. See, that would have went flying across the room. That comes out there. So right there is enough to where if you really needed to clean it, you could really take it apart and clean it. But what I'm going to try to do is take the trigger group out. It's a pain in the ass, but I'm going to give it a shot. We'll see what happens. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over. Alright, I'm going to put a piece of wood underneath it right here. That way it gives me a solid surface. Alright. First of all, you got to make sure it's on safe. Alright, it should always be on safe anyways unless you're shooting. So it's on safe. Now behind the trigger guard here is a button. You got to push that button in order for the trigger group to come up. So I just put a rag over it so I don't mar it up too much, and you could just use the receiver cover, a screwdriver, whatever you want. So what you want to do is you just want to push that in. It doesn't want to come off, but it does there. Cool. So we're going to open this up. We're going to take out the trigger group. That's what that looks like right there, and you can clean it. You don't have to take it out every time. And then the your mag will come out. This is a little stiff. I don't know why it doesn't want to come out again. More money, more problems, I guess. But it should come out fairly easy. Oh, it's just a pain in the ass. Yeah, there you go. See? So you just got to put a little ass behind some stuff sometimes. So there you go. It's totally disassembled, except for the bayonets on it. So if you wanted to just change out the wood or whatever, this is what you would do. So real quick, I'm going to try to throw it back together for you guys. You got to make sure that this is in there, because this will, usually they have a catch on them and this one doesn't. So you want to slide that in there, put that down. Oh, pain in the ass. Alright, here you go. And you want to make sure that this part's in there, because it will come out. Alright, and then you want to take your trigger group, stick it right back in. Hopefully that's the plan anyways. So just want to get that in there, make sure everything's lined up. There's a pin that has to go down underneath that, and that's the problem. It doesn't want to go in there. There we go. And then that goes in like that. And the reason why I have the wood here is because it's on the metal. So you just want to push that down like that till you hear that click. That's what you want. I'm going to lock this back up, and then you're going to want to flip it back over. So I'll take the wood out. I'll bring this back in because it's just a little easier. And then what you want to do is you want to check and make sure that that's not going to fall out, because I've had it happen before. Alright, so here we go. Reassembly. We're going to take the small piston and spring that goes in here for the bolt, and when you stick this in the hole here, see, it's got a lot of tension on it. So I take the piston here and I push it in with that. So I just push it all the way in until it goes in, and then what you want to do is just push this down like so, like that, and then that way that's in there. Alright, next thing is going to be the piston with the gas tube. So in there like that. This goes on this little nipple right here. Back it up for you. Back it up for me, fellas. Alright, so you can see what I'm doing. This goes on here like that. Alright, that's going to slide down in there, and then you're just going to drop this right back on. You just got to move this so it slides down in there. That's all. And it should just drop right in there. Well, should and would. There you go. See? Snap it right together. So then you're going to want to take that lever, which I showed you before, so you can see it now sticking out pretty good. And you want to take that all the way down till it clicks. Kind of falls into a hole there, another nipple. Here we are on the nipple talk. Take your bolt carrier, which is this, and your bolt. Now what I do is you could put both of them together and drop it in, but I just take the bolt, I drop it in like that. I take the carrier, first I open the hatch, put that on, take the carrier, line it up, and I just try to throw it in this way, make sure that's out of the way, and then you just want to let that go forward like that. Alright guys, got that? And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our spring, we're going to stick it in the bolt carrier, pull it all the way in. Look, I was putting it in backwards. Squiggly end goes in first. See? Trying to rush, man, and that's what happens when you rush. Make mistakes. So that goes in like that. Remember, wiggly end in first. Okay, make sure your pin's all the way out. Take your receiver cover, throw it right on, work it back in, lock it down, lock the mag, pull it back, there you go. Throw it forward, make sure it's in a safe direction, take it off safe because it's on safe, pull the trigger, it works. Another function test, another function test. So that's pretty much it, guys. Really isn't that hard. So there's the totally disassemble and reassemble of the Chinese Norinco Type 56 SKS. Thanks for watching, guys. Looking for me marbles, and I'm out.